On today's video, we're going to look at 3 simple exercises that I enjoy including in my workouts throughout the week. So one of them is just regular walking lunges. So we'll look at that along with floor press or a floor chest press with dumbbells, and a band exercise, just lean forward curls, that I like to incorporate as well. Hopefully these exercises can be incorporated into your workouts. Let's take a look. So now we're going to start with the floor press here. So first starting point, you just want to start off with your dumbbells and put them at the front of your thighs. So just lift them there, and you'll just kind of lift up and safely just roll back to the floor. And once you're set here, you want to keep you don't want your elbows out wide necessarily. I try to keep them at, a 45-ish degree angle, because the more wide you get, that can put more stress on your shoulder. So I keep it in just a little bit and just press up. And as you press, slowly come down. I typically come down for a 2 or 3 second count. Then I'll pause on the bottom for a second or two, press back up. And when I get to the bottom, when I get down here, I'm barely touching the ground, but I'm still engaging my chest. So once I do that, I just hold it there for a second or two and I press back up. So you can go, the nice thing here is you can go heavier with this weight, or you can go light. You can really go heavy and increase the intensity, or do very slow reps at a high or at a lower weight. And then once you're finished, so for the last rep, I'm going to slowly go down, and when I'm done, I'm just going to drop the weight safely to my side, and that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and please share it with your friends and family just to help support the channel. I appreciate it.
For the chest press here, you can do it with a dumbbell, which is easier, or a barbell. I typically do it with a dumbbell. So I like to incorporate it as a superset on like just a chest workout or chest and back workout, or just a regular set. It's a good way to break up and even push yourself if you use heavier weights. Again, you just want to start with the weights on top of your thighs, safely roll back into position. And on the eccentric portion on the way down, I take about 2 to 3 seconds, and then I lightly touch the ground with my arms, but I keep my chest engaged before I press back up. So that's very important. Don't lay your arms on the ground, keep them engaged and press back up.
Now we're going to talk about the lean forward curls. So if you have a band, it's a favorite that I include with all my workout. Well, a lot of my workouts, whether it's a superset or not. So you start off, and if you have any sort of post or anything like that, just wrap the band or bands around it, and I just get them even. And once I do that, I just turn around. And so with this, basically I kind of get in a sprinter stance almost, and I lean forward, you see, with my arms back. With this, it helps create an isolation, so you get a long stretch on the bicep here, and you can just pull up. So typically I'll do these to failure. And the thing is, if you have additional bands, you can add for resistance, or you can also just step up and just stretch the bands a little bit more, and it just gives you more intensity there, so it makes it a lot tougher. So I'll go up, I'll pause there for about a second or so, and then I'll just slowly come back down. So this gets a good stretch on the bicep. If you notice, my arms are back, but I'm not exaggerating or cheating with my arms. I'm just curling up, so it's a good isolation on the bicep. So I'll sit there and I will go to failure on whatever weight I typically have. So it can depend. I can do 12 to 25 of these reps. And like I said, I incorporate it with all sorts of supersets and things like that with my arm or total body workouts.
On the lean forward curls, I usually utilize this as a failure type set on either a superset with biceps or triceps, or just a regular set within my workout. Again, if you have a rack, that's a great place to wrap the band around, or there's different options. You can have a sturdy pole or column or other options as well that you can use. When you lean forward, you want to keep your arms back so it's fully extended. You get a good stretch on those biceps, and just curl up. Don't cheat, just use your biceps to curl up. Also, you can step forward to increase your resistance, and of course step back if you need to decrease it a little bit.
Now we're going to look at some walking lunges. So with walking lunges, you can do it with your body weight or add dumbbells like I have here. Any type of resistance, but making sure it's a safe resistance or weight that you use during this. So first off, just take your step. When you take your step, you don't want to step too close or even too far where you may pull something. So when your first step, just get a nice casual distance. I'd rather be a little bit too short than too far. So as you go down, just slowly go down. Try not to hit the floor and then press back up. More than likely your knee will hit the floor. It's hard to keep it off there. So I just try to barely touch it each time as I go through the walking lunges. As you go through the walking lunges, try to keep your chest up as much as possible. Don't lean forward as you do this. So when you go, kind of keep your shoulders back and just step, so chest up, and just kind of take natural steps. I like to step a little outside my pathway instead of directly straight. So just really it's all about comfort, so whatever's more comfortable to you.
Walking lunges are a great exercise for really any type of workout. I like to include them on my leg days or total body workouts. This is also an exercise you can do daily if you wanted to, just doing walking lunges down the hall or anything like that. So you can use your body weight or dumbbells, kettlebells, anything with resistance there. When you go about it, one thing, you don't want to step too far to strain anything, so step at a comfortable length. And as you go down, just try to lightly touch your knee to the floor and then step back up. You also want to keep your chest up and really your shoulders back as you're lunging. So this is something you can obviously add weight as you get further and just kind of progress. When you add weight, you want to progress in a safe manner. So I like to do 10 to 12 on each leg. You can go a little bit further, but don't step up in weight until you master the exercise with the lighter weight or just body weight.
Hopefully you picked up a tip or two on the exercises here today. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll be back again next week with a video on a specific attachment that I use in my home gym. I appreciate your support to the channel, and I'll be back again with another video next week. Have a great week.